So Jackson and Noah out there. Face off. Shot blocked by Jackson. Now won by Devin. Devin gets it out of his own. Trying to get it up to Nolan here. Jackson's going to grab this. He's going to go around. He's going to take this in. And he works it. He's trying to slide it across the crease, trying to get it to Nolan. Didn't have enough on it and got picked off by the Flames. Now he comes to the slice. Wes is out here now. Wes has got a man, but he opts to take it himself. Wes is in his own. But we're getting changed, so Wes is going to be all on his own for a second. And now he's got a little bit of help coming in as the Flames work their way out. Good job by Mason to stick with his guy and get that from Kaz off the boards back up to Mason. Mason looking, trying to get to West. It's off the back of the skate. Kaz takes it and he goes off the board. He and Jackson kind of trying to work together here. Finally, nice support there by West. West is in and gets it to Mason. Mason shot, rebound. Kaz trying to get to it. Kaz holding on to it. He finally gets pushed off the puck and Mason it out. Noah held it mostly in, but just not quite. Jackson over to Kaz now. And we're back in. Mason in now, trying to work his way into the slot. Gets pushed off the puck. We're on the chains. So James is going to have to get to this, and he's just going to dump it down. Now we got a little bit of flow going here. A little bit of offensive pressure. So it took us about a period to warm up here, but hopefully we can carry this into the second. Second period seemed to be our bread and butter at the moment. Declan grabbing this behind, and he's going to go off the boards up to Maxim. Maxim up, trying to get it to Mason here, but hit down by the Flames. Wrapping around the boards back to James. James couldn't quite get to it in time. So Kaz trying to pop it out now too, and Flames take it out themselves. They pop it back in. It's just going to be covered up here by Jackson. 8 seconds left. Hopefully just don't allow anything silly on the face-off, and we should come out of this 0-0. So Declan and James still out there. You got Maxim, Logan, and Alex, I believe. Face-off goes to Declan, but the Flames get to it and send out to the point. Shot saved by Jackson. Right in front of him. Oh boy, that was close. Woo! Made it out of the period, but they had about 3 shots on goal there right at the end. All right, second period here. Mason, West, Kaz, and Noah and Jackson. Noah's going to grab this. He sends it off the boards to Wes. Wes backhands it to Jackson. Jackson off the boards back to Wes. And we're going to go up the ice trying to get it to Kaz. It was deflected. They're going to say no ice. Mason now working hard. He's going to go try to beat his guy. Nice job. He does beat it. Tips to Kaz. Almost deflected up and over the goal. He just missed. Went wide. Mason now has it. Mason sends it across the crease. Noah going to get it. He keeps it in his zone. Kaz now has it. He's trying to work it in, but missed by the Flames. Noah keeps it in again. And still holding on. Nice job by Noah to keep that in at the point. And they're going to wrap it around again. Held again in by Noah. And he sends it across the ice to Kaz. Kaz takes a reverse shot there. Goes wide. Now Wes is going to grab it. Wes working in. And they went to go down to the point where Noah had come up. And Mason wasn't looking. So now Jackson having to work. And kind of just holding it down. Jackson trying to get it up to Dane there, but held it at the point. Now Noah having to work it. The chip's been out there for quite a while. Jackson's going to cover it up, but we're going to get a change here. Not a bad way to start. It was a good job by those five to keep it in there. Almost got a goal there. Off the boards we go. Declan trying to run onto this. He gets it up to Eli. Eli beats one. He's in there. He makes his way into the dots. Trying to get off his stick. Gets hooked. No call. But Devin's there to give support. Gets poked off of his stick, and he's going to have to work his way down deep into the corner. Gets by Declan here all the way down. And shot on goal, but easily deflected off to the side by Jackson. And there's going to be a penalty on James, I think, for a hook. So we're going to go on the penalty kill here. James going to the box. So penalty killers coming out here. Nicholas Dane coming out as our defensive pairing. Apparently it's just going to be defense. There we go. Mason Kaz working their way out to the forward group. 13:05 left. Second here. Face-off stays stuck in the dots there until Dane's able to kind of get a hold of it. He's going to go off the boards trying to get it out. Stays in at the point. Kaz is able to pop it though. So Flames having to reset. And here come the Flames. Come on, Locos! Send it up to the point. Shot towards the goal, deflected wide by Kaz. Up, shot from the point, deflected again, and Mason gets a hold of it, and he just sends it down the length of the ice, and Kaz is going to go try to see if he can get to this first. Nice job by Kaz. He does get to it, but gets pinched off by another one. It did delay a little bit, so he killed about half the penalty. About 40 seconds left as they come out. Did get Logan out there, so we got one freshman body. Flames go wrapping around the boards. Kaz works along the boards. He gets to it, and he's able to go wrap it around. Nicholas trying to get to it now, but held in by the Flames. Nicholas now trying to keep getting his stick lifted there. So, but nice job. He poked it away, hanging out behind the net. And Flames are able to come back out with it though. 11 seconds left. Shot, save, Jackson. Hit out by James, but not quite out. Sends in again, save again by Jackson. Kick to the side, Kaz gets a hold of it, and he's just going to send it down the ice, and that'll do it. So good penalty kill by that group. And we got some fresh bodies out. Here come the Flames. They're going to make their way into the zone. They go along the board, but Nicholas is just going to keep moving along. Second point, and now hit off by the center. Jackson now trying to run on this. He is going to get to it, and he's going to come through center ice. He's going to go on the rush. He's got Maxim with him. Maxim gets punched off in the corner. Maxim loses his stick, so he's going to try to kick it. And Wes gets a hold of it. Wes trying to drop it for Jackson, but couldn't quite do it. Pops out, and Noah's there. Noah looking, and he goes off the skate blade and all the way down. No icing, though. And they're going to go along the boards here. Maxim trying to finish this off. Maxim does get a hold of it, trying to center it. Jackson now, he's going to work his way in. And he puts it towards the net. And there's nobody there in front of the net. Nice shot by Jackson. Put it right through the crease, but just nobody quite there. Holding into the zone, Noah dumps it down deep. And again, this group able to hold it in. So getting some good pressure to the point where the Flames opt to just ice it. So really nice job by this 5. 10-15 left in the second. See if we can pop one in. Mason take the face off. Face off won by Mason. Nice clean win. Kaz is going to get it. He's going to dump it down deep for Mason and Wes. Wes picks it off. Wes has got a hold of it. He gets it over to Kaz. Kaz shoots it. But penalty coming, I think. So back on the penalty kill. Looks like Mason's going to get called. So for checking or roughing, one of those ones with symbol. So yep, Mason's in the box now for 2 minutes. We're going to stick, I guess, the same 4 out there for the penalty kill here. So Jackson, Noah, Kaz, and Wes. See if we can kill off another one. Kaz, Flames win it. They're going to go take it back to the point. We shoot a block by Wes. Nice block by Wes. Saved by Jackson. Goalie Jackson. And Wes is trying to send it up. Gets held at the point. Shot again, saved by Jackson goalie. Jackson defense gets it out to Wes. Wes shovels it down the net. So we're going to get a little bit of a change here. Declan's going to come on. Kaz working down there. Kaz, nice work by Kaz. He's been out there for a long time. He's got to be getting a little tired, but he's working really hard. Kaz gets to it, and he's able to get it over to Wes. Wes is just going to take it down the zone. He's got Noah across the ice if he would like, and he just opts to fling it all the way down deep again. So good job again by that group. We're going to get a couple fresh bodies here. So Brandon penalty colors out. Eli gets taken out. No call at all. Nothing doing by the refs. Nice job for Nolan. Nolan's shoveling it all the way down deep. So 30 seconds left in the penalty. Eli's going now. He's going to give a little bit of pressure as he's going to come back up the ice. So Flames through neutral ice. They work their way into the dot. They lay it off in the slot. I think Jackson got his toe on that and deflected it wide. So nice save again by Jackson. He's having a hell of a game. Declan now is going to grab this, and he's just going to go baseball, strike it all the way down, and that'll kill off the penalty. So again, good job by the group killing off the penalty. Let's try to stay out of the box. And Flames are going to ice the puck. So again, good pressure. I think we've thrown the Flames off their game just enough that they're now starting to make some silly mistakes and see if we can capitalize on one. 8:26 left in the second period. Logan out there, Devin and Maxim, and we got Dane Nicholas on the blue line. Logan to take this face-off here. Face-off stays in the dots. Trying to get picked up by Maxim and Devin, but Flames come out with it. And they give it right to Nicholas, who's just going to chip it off the board and up. And now nice work by Devin to win this. He's at the circles. He takes a shot. Nice shot. Rebound up front. But eventually makes it way over to the corner. Devin again. He's going to lay it back to the point to Nicholas. Nicholas is going to shovel it back down deep. Logan got checked in the back, but no call. Picked up by Nicholas. Nicholas puts it towards the goal. It's going to just be gloved by the goalie. Again, much better pressure this second period. Score is still 0-0. 7:53 left. And then Mason and Kaz out there with Dane and Nicholas staying out there, and Wes coming in as their wingman. Mason to take this face off. Face off won by the Flames. They're just going to chip it up into the ceiling. So we're going to redo that face off. Same group staying out there, 7:49 in the second period. Face off won by the Flames. Goes along the boards and pops out. Now it's off to the races. Dane chasing his guy into the corner. Nice job to chip him off the puck there. And Mason trying to get to it now. Couldn't quite get enough on it. Now Kaz. We've got a 2-on-1. If Kaz can get it over to Mason. Mason's gone now. Kaz is with him. He's got Kaz. Shot saved. All right, going to get a change here. Jackson and Noah out there. Devin, Noah, and Eli, I think. It's going along the boards, kept in. Devin hits it off the ref. Jackson's pitching. Not able to quite get there in time. So we're going to have to reset. Noah grabs it now. Gets it up to Eli. Eli shovels it to himself and then gets smacked for his efforts. Jackson now keeps it out of the zone. And Flames are going to have to reset through neutral ice here. And they get it, and they're just going to dump it down deep. Noah's going to run onto this. He's going to take it behind the net here. Looking for Nolan. Nolan kind of just chips it up into the corner. Try to run onto this, wrap along the boards. Picked off by Devin. Devin's working his way into the circles. He's got a shot. Takes a shot. Rebound in front. Nolan's getting shoved down and still just sitting in the slot. Hopefully it will go on the power play here. So nice job by Nolan. I think he took a cross check to the back, and I think he was the one that drew the penalty. Sure, it doesn't feel good right in front of the net, but we are going to go on the power play here. So let's see what this looks like. Got Jackson out there. Kaz, Wes, Mason, and Devin. Face off one, goes to Mason, Mason to Devin. Devin works his way into the circles, goes to the corner for Wes. Wes to Mason. Mason across ice to Kaz. Oh, just behind Kaz. Net face was wide open, but just behind him. Devin to make the shot, rebound, ricochet, deflection, all sorts up front. Now Wes working hard, nice job. Wes gets a hold of this. Wes back to Mason. Mason cross to Kaz. Kaz now working his way down deep. He's trying to center it to Jackson. Jackson flips it up, but stick's lifted. So Flames are going to get a hold of this, and they're going to work its way out. Jackson's going to come out, play this, and give it to Devin. We're going to have a reset here as Devin's going to bring this up ice. Devin's going to go ahead and bring this all the way in. He drops it. Mason shoots it. Jackson picks it off here. Jackson gets it to Kaz. Kaz trying to center it, kind of fluffed it, so Wes is going to have to go pick this up. Wes gives it to Kaz. Got some pressure in front of the net here. Hopefully we can get some load up here. Wes working in the dots. They're working shot. Deflected wide. Now Mason picks it up. He rings it back to Jackson. Jackson back behind the net to Wes. Wes looking, gets it to Mason. Oh, just hit off the front of Mason's stick here. Mason back to Devin. Devin working in. Mason, take a shot, kid. Shoots it right into the gut. And they're going to go off the boards. That will do it. That looks good as far as they get called for icing, I believe. But looks good as far as the power play goes. We got to find a way to stick it in the net, but they were working it around really well. Good passing, good stick handling. Just couldn't pop it in. All right, James out there now with Declan. We got Logan, Nolan, and Eli. 4:54 left, still 0-0 game. Definitely have taken over. This is definitely our period. Eli almost wrapped around for the stop. Moved this off his stick. Declan over to James now. James trying to get it back to Declan. Deflects off the back of the skate, so now he's going to take the. He's got Nolan. Nolan's got some space. He's got one to beat. He's going to work his way down into the corner. He's got Logan behind him. Now Eli's going to grab it, and he shuttles it down deep. Nolan gets it again. He gets tripped, and he's going to draw another penalty. So really good job by Nolan. That's 2 in a row for him for his last 2 shifts that he's pulled penalties. So good work. See if we can get it done this time. So Kaz, Mason, Devin, Wes, Jackson coming back out. All right, guys, here we go. 4:25 left in the second. Score 0-0. Wes wins the faceoff. Gets it back to Kaz. Kaz over to Mason. Mason, load up, shoot a kid. Well, he opts to pass it to Devin. Devin takes a shot. Oh! I don't know how that stayed out. I think it skimmed everyone's clothes up in front and just barely stayed out. They're going to get a hold of it, and they're going to shuffle it all the way down. Jackson's going to grab it. He's going to give it to Kaz, and we're going to reset here. Kaz going to bring it up the ice, gets it to Mason. Mason's going to take over as we're streaming towards the net. And Mason drops it to Devin. Devin to Wes. Wes got a wide open goal face. Oh. And now he got it behind the goal, and he's going to pass it to Kaz. Kaz now works it in, deflected wide. Wes gets to this first. Wes is going to ring it around the boards, but he whiffed it. But it worked out because Devin was there in support. Wes again now working his way into the point. He can hit Mason. Mason's got a whole goal face there. Wes now. Wes across for. Oh God. Oh, Wes across for Kaz. Kaz got it, just didn't put enough heat on it because that goal face is wide open. Kaz now holds it up to Devin. Devin takes a shot, trickles through, and somehow misses by like an inch. God, we just can't get the right roll. Jackson, Wes tried to circle around in the crease, back to Devin. Devin now puts it up to Jackson. Jackson trying to go across ice here. He's going to hold on to it, gets it to Kaz. Kaz all the way across ice to Mason, but an errant pass frees them out. So we got all 5 out there. We are going to get a slight shift while Mason tries to just dump it down deep so we can get these power players off the ice. They've been out there for a long time and probably pretty tired. So fresh bodies out. Eli's got it. He's going to take a little shot at the net. It's going to trickle in behind, though. Again, definitely got the Flames on the run here. We want to use this momentum. Penalty coming. Or I guess it was in the ice. I don't know. Ref raised his glove for something way down here, so must have been something down here and missed it. But anyway, just a face-off, no penalty. Dane Nicholas out with Logan, Eli, and Nolan. 2:29 left in the period. Score still 0-0. Puck pushed up by Logan. Wrapped around by the Flames. Pinched by Nicholas. He's just going to send it towards the net. He's going to hit the opposite side here. And we're just going to do some board work. It does make its way out, but Dane's able to get it over to Nicholas. Nicholas dumps it in. And Flames having to work behind the net here. Flames working it out. They are able to poke it out. Nicholas now, he's just going to backhand it up to Maxim. Flames get to it first. They got a 3-on-2 coming here, but kind of crappy decision by the Flames blows that opportunity at the moment. They're going to have to wrap around the side. Flames are back to even numbers. They work their way into the slot. They're going to drop it to point goes over the shot, blocked by Kaz. But the rebound goes right to their guy who misses it. That's the kind of rolls we need. We need a roll that goes right to our guy. They now working it into the corner here. And Maxim's going to have to run on to this with Mason. They're just going to push the puck out. Noah's going to intercept this pretty easily. He pops it out, too. Flames having to reset. They go off the board, and they're just going to shovel it down deep. So Jackson having to pick this up now on the boards. He's going to take it behind the net. Flip it over to Noah. Noah's got a whole head of steam, so he's going to go ahead and work its way down into the goal, and the goal is just going to go ahead and cover it up. So we're now in offensive zone face-off. Is it broken? Guess my son just told me that he broke his stick, so yay. Yay me and my wallet. All right, Mason out there for the face-off. He gets kicked out, so Kaz is going to have to come in. Kaz wins it back to Wes. Wes working his way up. Wes does a spin move, works his way into the dots, looking for a pass, goes along the boards. Noah's going to have to pinch here. Now Flame's trying to work it out. They're having a little bit of difficulty between Wes and Noah, and they're coming to the other side here. Jackson goes to pinch and missed the pinch. And Kaz wins the pinch and missed the pinch. So two missed pinches. Saved by Jackson. Back the other way. Comes in. Saved by Jackson again. And then they shovel it behind the net here. Out to the point. The shoot blocks. Gets deflected like 12 times. And ends up behind the net. Jackson finally gets to it and shovels it up the boards to the Kaz. Kaz trying to get it to Mason, but just an amazing stick. Mason is able to get enough on it to get it out there now. He's probably dog tired, but he's got to chase while the rest of his team changes, or some of them change. Eli got one fresh body out as they go ahead and shovel it down deep, and that'll do it for the end of the period. Much better period. We got to try to do that for the whole game. So score is still 0-0. All right, back at it. Third period action. Fresh 15 minutes. West kind of bobbled the puck, but it's down in the Flame zone here. It pops out to Noah. Noah over to Jackson. Jackson up the boards to West. West pops it for Mason. Mason gets a hold of it in the dots. Shot. Saved by the goalie. Cavs gets a hold of it in the corner. And now out come the Flames. Jackson gets it over to Noah. Up to West. West backhands it to Mason. Mason's got Cavs. Couldn't quite hold on to it enough and gets poked away. And that gets put down for an icing. And one of the Flames kids lost their blade there and fell on his butt. All right, Declan James on the blue line. Devin, Eli, and Nolan. Let's see if they can pop one in here. Face off won by the Flames. Back behind their net. They're going to do a reversal. Pop it out to their wing. Chip it up to their center. Eli intercepts it though. And he's able to pop it out of the zone. Plays along the blue line for an offside. So it's going to come out of the zone here. Devin to take the face off here. Devin wins it back to James. James sends it up to Eli. Eli chips it up to Devin. And Devin's going to shovel it down for a double chase. And here goes Nolan into the corner with Eli. They're going to wrap along the boards. Can't quite keep it in. So they come on the rush. Coming in on James. Shot blocked by James. Puck behind the net comes in front. Woo! Works its way to the point. Deflected out front. And then again they try the wraparound. Can't get a hold of it. Flames in the corner now. They go into the crease. Stick lifted by James to keep his guy from getting a hold of it. Nice job by James. James gets a hold of it. Now he's able to chip it up off the ice, but this is going to ice. Dane and Nicholas out there now. Logan, Alex, and Maxim. Logan to take the face-off. Face-off won by the Flames. Shot hits off their back. Shot goes wide. Logan's going to grab this now. And he gets taken out, an accidental trip there. So Alex gets Maxim gets it up to Alex. Alex just works his way into the slot there and just takes a nice shot. I'll take that all day long. In the corner now. Flames grab it, and they just shove it all the way down. It's tipped, though, so no icing. Logan's going to have to run onto this. He goes off the boards to Nicholas. Nicholas popping it up for Alex. Alex chips it out. They have to reset. Delayed offside, so they had to go touch up. Dane gets a hold of it. Dane trying to go up. It gets taken off his stick. They go across the crease. Jackson pops it aside. And now it's going to get popped out for an icing. So down into the defensive zone it comes. We got Noah Jackson out there with Mason, Kaz, and West. Mason to take this face off. 12:37 left. Mason wins it, stays in the dots till West can come support it. West now goes off the boards, hits to the point. Shot saved by Jackson. Defensive Jackson picks it up. Ref's kind of in his way. He's going to get off the boards to Noah. Noah goes off the boards to get it to the other side for West. West can't quite get to it. He's able to kick it out. So it's going to come out and they have to reset. Flames now bring it to neutral ice. It's picked off by Kaz. Kaz is going to circle up. We got to move the puck a little bit more. Off the boards. Jackson trying to get a hold of it. Goes down to the point for the Flames and they shovel it down deep now. Mason, nice job coming in, but loses a skate edge there. Otherwise, he probably would have been able to get it out. Mason now intercepts it. Puck's behind him. Can't quite get a hold of him. Held in at the point again. So Jackson has to go down deep. And he's trying to work it out by his guy. And he goes off the boards to Kaz. Kaz trying to get it out. Hits off the back of the skate. He whiffs on the pass. And finally off the boards, trying to get it to Mason, but it goes right to the Flames. It seems like sometimes when we mess up, we just kind of panic. And we got lots of time on the recovery sometimes. Oh, nice deflection by Mason. West is in the zone. He's right there. West Mistake by the Flames. Mason gets it to West, and West capitalizes. Finally, a little bit of a lucky bounce. We actually had a deflection, and for once, the deflection actually rolled our way, and it rolled right to West. We broke loose and put it 5-hole. So let's build on that. Let's hold that. 11:19 left. Loco's up 1-0. Devin coming in for the face-off. Eli, Griffin, and Nolan. Face-off one over to Eli. Ends up going back to the Flames. They hit it off their own guy. So they're going to have to go behind the net. The Flames probably now a little bit in panic mode to see if they can capitalize. Declan goes to hold it in, but couldn't quite. But we're able to pick it up on the back end. And we're trying to dump it back in. Cross-ice pass by the Flames makes its way into the zone. No ice. Declan's going to have to run on this. He backhands it to James. James up to Eli. Bounces off the boards. Eli can't quite hold on to it. So Flames have it now behind the net. Trickles off their guy to Declan. Goes to the point. Shot back in. Saved by Jackson. And Flames again go to center pass, and Nolan's going to pick that off. Nolan trying to get it over to Devin. Devin's got some room. Couldn't quite get by his guy. Going back to Devin into the corner. Devin's gassed. He says, I need a new body out there. Logan comes out. And puck just gets covered up by the goalie. You're going to get some fresh bodies out there and an offensive zone face-off. So Nicholas Dane coming out for our blue line. Maxim, Alex, and Logan. Face-off won by the Flames. Flames use the ice. They're coming in on Nicholas. Shot saved by Jackson. Jackson's got a solid glove today. I don't know if they're going to beat him that side anyway today. He's in the zone. He's in flow. All right, Logan take the face-off. Face-off gets pushed out, but Flames keep it in. They work their way into the dots. Shoot, deflected, up and over. That was pretty close. Flames in the corner now. Logan working against them as they bring it around. Flames behind the net, trying to dump it for somebody. They end up dumping to the point, who's just going to dump it back into the corner here. Referee helps us out, kind of gets in the way, slows him down a little bit. Through the crease it goes, makes its way out to the blue line. Shot, saved by Jackson. Jackson picks up the rebound, and that squirts back out to the point here. Shot, trickles in, got a guy on the far post. And finally, Maxim's able to get a hold of this. He's got lots of room. Hold on to Maxim. Here come the Flames now. Noah was able to get out on the ice. I think Nicholas was trying to get off, but didn't quite have enough time. So Noah now, he's going to backhand it up to Kaz. We can get a good breakout here and get our full change. Noah again. Noah behind the net. He's got time. And he's going to get intercepted, but luckily his guy missed the shot, and then Noah's is going to shoot it and put it on net, so we will finish off our change here. Here they come. Noah gets it over to West. West circles. He's going to take it to neutral ice. He gets pinched by two guys trying to get it over to Kaz. Kaz and West working as kind of bobbling around out there. Noah now grabs this and he shovels it up the boards. There is going to be a penalty call. I'm not sure who it's going to be on. It is going to be a hooking. Looks like it might be on West. Yeah, West is going to do 2 minutes for hooking. We're going on the penalty kill. Jackson and Noah staying out on their defense. We got Devin and Nolan. See what magic these guys can work. Face-off won by the Flames, back up to the point. We're going to go over to the dots, back to the top. Picked off by Nolan just a little bit to stall the pass, but he couldn't quite get enough on it. They're going to wrap it around the boards. And they're going to work it along the outside. Back to the point here. Shot in, deflected, goes wide. Noah deflected wide. Noah's got it. gets a little room going off the boards. And Devin gets a hold of this. Devin's gone. Devin got some room into the dot. Shot. Save. Nice shot by Devin. Now he's going to have to get back on defense. Almost a shorty, though. That would have been great. Here come the Flames working their way in. Shot. Saved by Jackson. Behind the net, they're going to wrap around the boards. And back into the dot. Shot. Saved by Jackson. He's going to gobble it up. 28 seconds left. We should get 4 fresh bodies. See if we can kill the rest of this off. Nice job by that 4. So James coming out with Declan. And we got Kaz and Mason. Again, 28 seconds left. Locals up 1-0. Face off. 1 kind of sticks there. Kaz picks it up. Kaz going to take this up. Gets hit off Kaz's stick. So James comes in and hits it back down. So Flames are going to have to reset. Flames in their defensive zone now. Kind of errant pass. They've got to reset again. And then they're going to shovel it all the way down. Does get deflected, so no icing. Declan's going to have to grab this in the corner. He's just going to go hard off the boards. Does get stopped at the point. And they're going to work into the corner here. They go backwards. Blind pass. Pinched in. Nice job by Wes. 2-on-1. We got a 2-on-1. Wes has got Kaz. He's off to shoot it. Rebound in front. Kaz hits it over the net. Kaz just can't buy one today. Nice job, though. We are back to full strength. Puck's sitting in the slot now. See if someone can get a hold of it. West gets a hold of it. He's going to work his way around. He's got Mason if he can find him. Tries to get it to Mason. Gets slowed down just enough by the Flames that they're able to get a hold of it. And they're coming to neutral ice now. Across the blue line they go. Poked into the corner by James. James pinches off this guy. Great defense by James. Declan pops it up to West. West goes to lay it off, accidentally laid it off to the Flame player, but Declan's there. He's going to keep the loop around, and he's going to go ahead and just take this thing up and shove it into the corner. Nice work by Declan. And Declan's going to just keep going. Penalty. The ref is going to call a slash, and we are going on the power play. So it looks like we're going to start the power play. We got Logan, Eli, Nolan, Noah, and James. Face-off won by Logan. Goes back to Noah. Noah couldn't quite hold on to it, kind of bouncing on him. He's going to shuffle it over to James. James gets it back to Logan. Logan now bringing it up. He misses the guy blindside. He takes him out, but James is there. I believe when James brought it in, it's going to be called offside. All right, we got Mason out there, Jackson, and Devin. Devin's just going to glove this down. He's going to backhand it to Wes, and we're going to start to break in. Wes is going to take it in here. Wes into the corner. Wes to the point, to Devin. Devin back to Wes. Wes took a shot. Shot deflected. Blocks, stays in the slot. Goes along the boards. Flames are going to get this, and they're going to go to shovel it out. Jackson's going to come out to handle it. He gets it to Devin. Devin's got lots of ice in front of him. So he's just going to bring this thing up. He's going to make the entry. Gives it over to Kaz, and we are set. Kaz now over to Mason. Mason drops it to Kaz. Kaz in the dot. Kaz got room. Kaz shoots it. Rebound up front. Ricochet. Goes in. Couldn't quite poke it in. Jackson holds off his guy so Kaz can get it again. Kaz back to Mason. Mason loads up a shot. Deflected. Saved by the goalie. Kaz now again. Mason comes in to help. Good pressure. Mason has it. Back to West. West takes a shot. West to Jackson. Deflected in. It's over. Excellent save by the goalie. Jackson. And he gets it over to West. Penalty power play's over, but Wes working his way in, and they're going to get a hold of it here and go off the glass. Gosh, this unit is so close to breaking in. I don't know how they can miss that many times. They're doing so good. Every time they've been out there, they've held it in the zone for the whole minute and a half, but just can't seem to get rewarded. Offside's called on the Flames. We're going to have a face-off outside the zone. Get fresh bodies out on the ice. Fresh five. Going with Dane and Nicholas on our blue line. Logan, Alex, and Maxim. 4:10 left in the game. Let's see if these boys can push. Logan wins the face-off back to Maxim. Maxim trying to get it over to Alex. Flames get a hold of it, and they're going to ring it all the way down the boards. Maxim trying to get onto it. Goes to the point. Chipped aside by Jackson. Out of the zone it comes. Alex now working along the boards, trying to hold it in. Alex keeps working. Flames come out with it right at the red line. Flames work it in. They're going to drop it. Work their way into the dots. Shoved aside by Nicholas. Nicholas is forcing back behind the net. And Logan gets shoved down. Dane now along the boards. Dane trying to get a hold of it. Nice job by little Logan to pinch his guy off. That guy was probably got 40 pounds on him. And Dane now, they keep trying to work along the boards. Can't quite pop it out. Stays up at the dot. Dane shovels it across the side. Maxim now gets his stick completely lifted. And Logan trying to get a hold of it. Logan backhands it out. That's fine. It's out. Alex now. Nice job by Alex. We're going to get one change, two change, a couple fresh bodies as Nicholas hits it out. And Flames coming back through. And Devin's out there now. Devin gets a hold of this, and he's going to opt to take it behind the goal. Sheds his guy from the hit. And nice breakout by Devin. He's just going to take this all on his own. He's got a whole head of steam crossing the blue line. It was offside. That little teeny little move right at the blue line was just a little too much and got offside. Good defensive play by the Flames to push up like that, kind of forcing Devin to make that move right at the blue line, putting us offside. All right. Devin keeps the face off the dot for Eli to go down on two. Eli goes ahead and takes the shot. Glove saved by the goalie, but not a bad shot by Eli. Nice and low. The goalie really got to have a solid glove to snuff underneath. All right, Mason West Kaz coming out. Face off won by the Flames. They go to pop it out. They can't do it. West gets a hold of it. He pops it to Kaz. Kaz working along the boards now. James holds it in. Kaz loads up the shot. Blocker saved by the goalie. They're going to whip it out. West in the slot shot. Saved by the goalie again. Declan holds it in. He's going to go ahead and shoot it. The goalie's just going to glove that thing down. Good pressure. Nice to see these boys. This is about the same as it was in the second period, so nice to see they haven't let up. Same five staying out there. James Declan on our defensive line with Kaz, West, and Mason. Face-off won by the Flames, and they're just going to lift all the way down for an icing. .2:18 left. Flames are probably going to start to pull their goalie here, so we need to start paying attention for that sixth forward coming on. Jackson and Noah out there for defense. Devin, I think it's Eli and Nolan. Face-off one, Jackson's going to grab it, and he's going to go ahead and work his way into the corner there. It does pop out, and Flames are going to ice the puck once again. Oh, they call it off. So Noah's grabbing it now. Kind of lucked out on that one. Face off, we kind of bring it into the zone and then shoveling it out here. Flames at the center, working their way in on Nolan. Work their way to the center, picked up by, Devin's gone. Go, Devin, go! Devin on a breakaway. Just Devin, he makes a move inside, backhand, off the post, rolls in front. He covered it with his hands. God, Devin just got hit again. That poor kid. I don't know what it is, but he's, we go. We are on the power play. Do the cross check in the back on Devin, and the kid fell on the puck, but they didn't call the covering of the puck. So Kaz working down. Flames are able to come up with it. We're going to send it. Mason sends it toward the goal. Gets blocked. Kaz now gets it. Mason sends it towards the goal again. Wes now has it. Wes has got it. Wes looking for someone. Wes works his way through. Gives it to Mason. Mason in the slot. He's getting hit a lot, though. Getting his stick lifted. Trying to just shovel it through. Covered up by the goalie. Good job by Mason to stay tough there. 56 seconds left in the period. And it looks like we are not on the power play. There's still 5 players out there. I don't know how they didn't get a call on that one. Face-off stays in the dot to Mason. Now picked up by Kaz. Kaz pops it back behind the goal. West trying to run onto it. They pop it out to Noah. Noah goes to send it down and whiffs on it. Noah grabs it now. Just goes off the boards into the corner. Dumps it back in. And we're going to get a change. Jackson came off, so Nicholas is on now. And they're going to send it across. Noah should just hold on to this for 2 seconds and shovel it in. He's going to shovel it down deep. 27 seconds left. If it stays down in that zone, they're not going to be able to pull their goalie. Flames having a hard time getting it out. They're whipping. They are totally discombobulated. We have completely thrown them off their game. So here they come. Nice job by Nicholas. Hold it off. They hold it in at the point here. And they're hanging up the blue line. They shovel it down into the crease. Puck is in the crease, just kind of being held down. Gets out of the zone, so they're going to have to reset, and that'll do it. We pulled off the win. I don't know if it's going to be enough to move on, but a great win. Jackson stood on his head in goal, bailed these guys out a lot, and the team came together. West hooked in that 1-goal, 5-goal off of the Flames mistake, and it was a really good team win. The guys worked really hard, and happy for them. Let's see if this can get things going for them.